Can you hear it? Neither can I. Nothing's going on. What's going on? What's going on if nothing's going on? That's the question, right? What's going on? Well, let me give you an update. Welcome to 3D Accuracy, where I'll talk about 3D printing, 3D product design, and 3D injection and die-cast mold design. So a couple days ago, after I decided to grind the edge along the shop, I decided I want to do more on the floor. I want to grind more on the floor. So I went and checked, and I found a cup wheel that will fit on my angle grinder, so I can do a larger area of the floor. And let me show you what that looks like. I'm still not happy with how some of this has turned out. Over here where I ground it, oh, it looks great. The floor is clean, I'm happy with that, but I want to hit these spots. And the blade that I had, it does a good job, it cleans it off nicely, but I'm thinking a cup wheel would be much better for doing these large open surfaces. So I went online and I checked to see what was available. And I have a 4.5-inch angle grinder, which I've showed you before. And I discovered that there was a 7-inch blade, a 7-inch diameter cup wheel that was available at over at Lowe's. And I wasn't sure whether it would work properly with this angle grinder or not. So what I did is I called DeWalt to ask them, is it safe to use that 7-inch grinding cup grinder with my 4.5-inch angle grinder? And they checked on it for me and they said no. And the reason is that particular angle grinder that I have runs at, I think they said 15,000 RPM, and the 7-inch diameter cup wheel is only rated for 11,000 RPM. So putting it on a grinder that goes faster than what it's made for could potentially be a safety issue. So I don't want to go that direction. But they do make a 4.5-inch cup grinder that fits this grinder, and it's rated at 18,000 RPM, so should work fine with the 15,000 RPM angle grinder. So anyway, it's always good to check when you're using things like that. I mean, some of these guys that do this stuff all the time, they know this stuff, but for someone like myself, or perhaps like you, that do these sort of things occasionally, this is not what I do for a living. I do it for fun. I do it for enjoyment. And better to check and be sure before you start doing it. I was hoping the 7-inch one would work because, of course, it covers a larger area on each pass and it would get the job done more quickly. So I ordered the grinding wheel 2 days ago. Today is Sunday, day before Memorial Day weekend. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. And it's due to be delivered or at the store. I got to go pick it up, but it's due to be to the store in the next 3 to 7 days. So in the meantime, absolutely nothing's happening in the shop because grinding is the big thing. I got to get the floor ground before I can move forward. Now I'll show you here. I did grind the other day the tops of this step that goes around some areas of the shop, and that turned out really nice. And I'd like to do a little bit more on this face of the step also, just to clean that up a little bit before I put concrete on there and smooth it out so I have a better surface to work with. And so I'll see if I can get at it with that cup wheel, because now I can turn it on the side. With the blade wheel, there was no way I was going to get that surface, and so the cup wheel gives me the option maybe to do a little something there. So we'll try it later and see. Once I get that cup wheel, we'll give it a shot and see what happens. So anyway, that's what's happening in the shop today. Nothing. Not a thing. If there were crickets, that's all you'd hear. The only thing I can hear when I'm completely quiet is the clock on the wall going tick, 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 nothing else. So shop is on hold until the cup wheel comes in. I'm hoping it comes in quickly in the next couple days, because my goal was to get all this grinding done and move on to the painting by Memorial Day, which is tomorrow, and now I'm backed up. So anyway, that happens. I had customer projects to work on earlier in the week, and that always comes first. Taking care of customers always comes first. So that's all for today. That's all for today. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you're ever in need of 3D product design, 3D injection mold design, 3D die-cast mold design, or 3D printed prototypes or production parts, please feel free to contact me. You can find contact information in the video description. I look forward to hearing from you and to being of service to you. Thank you for watching. As always, I appreciate it. See you on 3D Accuracy's next video.